job? You got me fucked up. You think I already cut off my link, and you think that you're gonna go get a job? You got me fucked up. You think they're gonna take all my government assistance because you want to work? I'm not going.
That's shit. So I can't go get a job. They just cut off the link. Now I'm trying to go get a job so that I can get food. And you worried about Section 8 being cut off?
You're going to give the
that
link
shit
back.
lame as fuck.
I just have to go send in some documents. I just send in a few documents. Once I get those documents in, I'm gonna get my SNAP benefits back.
I'm trying to figure out some shit, trying to build my way up. I already don't have a college education. Trying to build my way up, become a manager.
Now you want to be a manager and do all this. When you was in high school, you wasn't this person. You was reckless as hell.
You too busy.
Oh, wow.
Why I can't go out and try to be a man for once?
Yo, we got to isolate that. Because this affects a lot of us. And some of us are unknowing of it. Go back to what she just said.
College education. Trying to build my way up, become a manager.
Now you want to be a manager and do all this. When you was in high school, you wasn't this person. You was reckless as hell.
So this brother's trying to turn over a new leaf. He's trying to build himself up. He's trying to be more than what he used to be. And this is why sometimes you have to disconnect from certain environments. Because what do they want to do? They want to try to hold you to what you were. Sometimes, and this is his own mother. And that's possible. Sometimes it can be your own mother. And you just have to get away and you have to do what you need to do for you and also for them. Because funny enough, once you actually hit those metrics of what success should look like for you, then everybody will come back and they knew you could always do it. But when you're at this phase right here, where you're still in motion, trying to make it happen, nobody can see it, and all they can see is what you were. So he'd be wise to just go ahead and get on his own if he's old enough to. I don't know. Let's finish the clip.
You too busy worrying about the fucking Section 8. Why I can't go out and try to be a man for once? Huh?
You didn't want to be a man when I was trying to make you one.
Like, damn, bro.
You wanted to be outside with your friends and
they just cut off the link. This is our time to wake up. Right now, they just cut the link off, bro. They just cut the fucking link off. Damn, bro. I'm trying to go get a job. I'm trying to go get a job so that I can get some money and provide food for the family. You telling me I can't? What kind of shit is that, bro?
We're gonna get
and you worried about government assistance?
3 months. Give it 3 months.
3 months. What the fuck?
We still have some money left over. We still got some food left over. That shit should last us. You're not going to go get a job because that's just another head off my link card. I'm not doing it.
Before we get into the next clip, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. I just want to ask on the front end. I know it's easy to forget. I forget all the time, but it actually helps me more than you know. So if you could like the video right now, it would mean a lot to me, and I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go ahead and get into the next clip.
Court document. How many people in the house?
This is my home with my kids.
Y'all having the weapons in here?
No.
Okay. Here's the thing. You as your court date, this really
I didn't know. I didn't even have nobody to come and serve me.
Okay. You got served because you wouldn't have this paper right here if you didn't get served.
Did I sign it? Because I
You don't have to sign it. It was either served to you, I can look it up, or it's posted. We use cameras, just like I'm using now, and we take pictures, and it's GPS. So there's no doubt that somebody was here and served it. Here's your writ. The court satisfied that it was served correctly. So if you think the court did something wrong with the judge, you have to take that up with them, not with me.
Okay.
So if you feel you didn't get served or whatever, but I didn't talk to the judge.
Right.
Okay, as far as paying rent or whatever, I don't collect rent money.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I can give y'all 5 minutes. If you want to call and talk to them, but they can't stop me. They can't stop what I'm doing right now. So you can call and talk to them and see what's going on there. I've got to take pictures, so I can give y'all like 5 minutes to gather your personal stuff. You have to work on 2 things. You can work on trying to stop it, but in the meantime, these guys are going to be coming in here and moving stuff to the street.
How do we stop it though?
Well, I can't advise you on that. That's between you.
You're not stopping it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
See, he's using a really good de-escalation tactic, right? Because he knows they're not stopping nothing. This is happening today. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this is his business. So he's not even incentivized to stop, right? But he's just giving them that little string of hope in order to just get them focusing on something else while they're going ahead and getting everything up out that house. And once they complete the job, it's over, and you know, you're not going to be able to get back in the house. If you do, it's going to be criminal, and that's not their concern anymore. So
people all up on this internet here talking about what they're gonna do. They was getting $4,200 a month. Oh, what they was gonna do? They was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. Oh, what? But they all on iPhones. You're on iPhones. You're on Android. That's a luxury. Okay. To the government, that's a luxury. Okay. To the government, you're not supposed to have cable. Okay. To the government, there's a lot of things that was not prioritized right on Section 8, because Section 8, you're not was supposed to be on it for 20 years. Oh,
yeah, these iPhones cost over $1,000. And what this ultimately reveals is that people will find a way to get whatever it is that they prioritize. That's ultimately what that shows. Like she said, cable too. There are some people grew up on cable. They need cable in their mind, and they find a way to make sure that they always have cable, even though that's not a necessity.
Okay, to get food stamps, you're not was supposed to get food stamp for 17 years. I hear one lady said that she had one child starting on it, but she got 6. How did you do that? Okay, I can understand maybe 1 or 2, the second one slipped out, but you had another 4 more. So my thing is, you don't get no sympathy for people like that, because my thing is, then I hear a lady that was in a wheelchair and she's sympathetic, but then she got 8 children. How you do that? How you lay down in the bedroom and you get 8 children and you're in a wheelchair? I don't understand. So my thing is, it was only supposed to be temporary. Okay, so what you got to do? Okay, because back in the days we didn't have no hot pockets. Back in the days we didn't have all this extra foolishness, juices up on the refrigerator, all kinds of cereals. Okay, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to oatmeal, and you got to go back to it's old. Okay, you're gonna have to go back to cinnamon sugar on buttered toast. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to evaporated milk and sugar. That's your milk right there, honey, and put some little sweetener in it. And that's what you got to go back to. You got to go back to the basics. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. That never gets old. Okay, you got to go back to Spam sandwiches. You got to go back to liverwurst, and you got to go back to those type of meats and stuff by the bulk. Okay, sardines and cans never get old, and crackers. You've got to go back to the basics. Okay, so this is why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from American people, because we've been trying to get it out of the mud. Some of us only have $300 to $500 to last us to the next payday, and we got to divide that into 14 days, and we got to make it do what it do. Okay, so that's why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from people who have to work, because we're paying for that. We're paying into that for you guys to live a life of luxury. I've seen people with see my nails. I do my nails myself because I cut that out because I'm trying to do some other things. I'm trying to work within myself and saying, Tina, what can you cut out to go ahead and save your pennies in the bank, because I'm a saving woman. You understand me? So my thing is, this is why you're not being a lot of sympathy from the working class, is because we've got to get it out of the mud ourselves. The government ain't helping us. We're feeding into the system.
God bless her. And, it's like she said, right? Like, survival is not really the main priority. People think that what they want so strongly is associated with their needs. And that's why people like Dave Ramsey even have a show. He just really tells them common sense things. But people have conflated their desires with their needs. And that's why you see people at the car dealership all the time. They feel like they need that car. People feel like they need to eat whatever's going to quell their hunger, but they want to do it the way that they want to do it, as opposed to just understanding that you're eating for survival. And you've got people who are in abundance, who still have the discipline to be able to, one, not gorge themselves, but also even eat things that they don't necessarily like the taste, but they do it because they're disciplined. And I think that's what it also comes down to, discipline. And where these things, when you get in these situations, it should kind of be a forced discipline upon you, but people are still going to find ways to still get the things that they really want, even at their own detriment long term. And then when they hit rock bottom, then they have to find somebody to save them. And a lot of these safety nets are starting to be removed. And what that's going to do is, it's pretty much just going to be sink or swim at this point. Either you're going to do what's necessary, or when you ultimately feel the full brunt of the consequences, you're truly going to have to live with that. You're going to have to eat that. So people have a decision to make. And this is a pivotal time right now. So keep that in mind. We'll watch one more.
On top of the food stamps getting cut, Trump is cutting 43% of the Section 8 housing. Unless you are handicapped, senior citizen, your ass got to pay that rent. Your rent is about to go from $25 to probably $1,200, like a normal human being. If you're an able-bodied person, the hustle is over, my niggas. Trump is putting an end to that shit. And to be quite honest, I'm tired of you niggas living better than me and only paying $20 a month. So whatever. Yo, these niggas be living in 3-story condos, fam. They done rebuilt the projects and let you niggas pay $20 a month. It's over. Listen, they rebuilding projects so that they can take niggas off of Section 8 and people who can pay rent is gonna be able to move in there. Only people that can afford that little $1,200, $1,300. You living in a fucking 3-story condo paying $25. You thought that shit was gonna last forever? Come on.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. You know, they're making things fair. And fair also means that if you decide that you want to take your pleasure on the front end, then that's also duality of life, right? You decide you want to undergo that pleasure in the moment, something comes behind that, i.e. these kids that you see. And eventually you have to learn from that, and you have to be able to delay your gratification, as well as be able to quell your impulses so that you're not actually acting out on them every time that they flare up. And again, we could pretty much leave it on my last point I made from the last clip. It's going to be sink or swim for a lot of people. Either you're going to learn and move forward, moving forward, or learn and move different moving forward, or you're just going to be responsible for your circumstances, which, like this fellow just said, that is the fair thing. If people aren't making bad decisions, it's fair that they get better outcomes after they've delayed their gratification. If people are making bad decisions in the moment because they want to, it's fair that on the back end, you're going to have to take the consequences that come behind it. You all ever seen these music artists, right? What do they like to do? They like to get that advance, right? They like to get that advance money. But then they sign these contracts, which on the back end, after they've actually created something and now they have name recognition, now they don't even really get the higher margins of what they're earning because they took what they wanted on the front end. And that's what a lot of people do. And, you know, they're just going to have to deal with what comes behind that. But we'll leave it there for today. Y'all, if you could like the video, I greatly appreciate it. Again, it really does help more than you know. Also, if you could hype the video. Hype is a new feature that YouTube offers where it helps smaller content creators like myself. And what it does is it pushes us the same way that it pushes the larger content creators. So if you could do that, you just press the hype button just like you press the like button and it shows you the points. If you can't find it, again, a like helps more than you know. It's tried and true. I greatly appreciate it. And then also Patreon's link below if you want to see self-improvement content as well. But until then, I'll catch you in the next video.